fam, in this video we look at 5 mistakes that we are making as millennials, and basically anybody can be making these mistakes, but we want to stop making these mistakes so that we can grow to our best version. So let's get into this video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Hey fam, how are you doing today? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tobi Achudume. If this is your first time here, you're super welcome. I am so excited to have you here with me. So here on this channel, we talk about topics, tips and tricks that will help us grow fearlessly to the best versions of ourselves. If you're interested in topics and tips like that, please click the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get notified when we have new videos up. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming again. I am so excited to have you here with me. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as you have enjoyed the other one. And if you're a returning viewer but you have not subscribed, thank you also for coming back again. Please subscribe to this channel so that you join this space and you do not miss out on any videos that comes on. Today we are going to be looking at 5 mistakes that millennials make, and I say millennials, but anybody really can make these mistakes. So let's see these mistakes that we are making and stop making them. Let's go. So it is a given that we would make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Sometimes we make mistakes, sometimes we make more mistakes than we want to make, sometimes we make mistakes that we do not even think that we would make. So everybody makes mistakes, right? Sometimes these mistakes limit and stops us from growing to be the best version of ourselves, the best versions that we can be, and so we need to stop that so that we can grow to our best version. So let's look at these mistakes that we are making so that we can grow to our best version. Number 1, trying to have life all figured out. I really wish that we could have life all figured out at the start. I wish that we could all just reach out for a manual and see all of the things that we are going to have to do and all of the errors and mistakes and steps that we should skip and all of that, but we don't have that, and we're going to make mistakes. That it would make a lot of sense if we had that, because a lot of things would be avoided, but we don't have it, so we cannot have life all figured out. And yes, we know this, but we still try to do that. So you want to start something and you want to see how it's going to go all the way. You want to step into a new position and you want to see how it is going to be at the end when you're just starting. It cannot work like that. And doing that stops us from actually taking steps that we should take, because you're waiting to see the results that you want to see. You're waiting to see how it's going to be. You're waiting to access a sneak peek into what it is going to look like. You want to move countries, you want to move to another country, and you want to see a sneak peek of what you're going to receive or see when you get there. But we cannot see it, and expecting this is only going to stop you from actually living your life the way you are supposed to. When you're waiting to see answers that you are not going to see except you start working, if you're waiting to see results that you will not see except you start the doing, you're only going to be stopping yourself from starting the doing. So how is this a mistake? It stops you from living life in the moment. You're always trying to figure out what is going to happen in the future, and so you are not living life in the moment. You are not enjoying what you should be enjoying in this moment because you're trying to sort out what is going to happen in the future. And I'm not in any way saying that you should not plan towards the future. Of course you should plan for that, but do not let it be up to the point where you are not living and you're only waiting for what is going to happen in the future. Number 2, giving up early. I don't know if this is the entitlement mindset or the instant gratification mindset. I think it's a little of the two. You're expecting that when you start to do something, you're seeing the result immediately. If you start a business today, you want to start making profit tomorrow. If you start a program, you want to start getting distinctions tomorrow. And this, if you don't see the results that you want to see, then you give up because you feel like it's a waste of time or you're not supposed to be doing it. That is a mistake, because it takes time for results to be seen. It takes time for success to be seen, for success to grow. And so when you give up early, you are shooting yourself in the foot, because you're stopping yourself from getting to the point where you actually start to see the results that you want to see. It's never okay to give up on anything, but it's worse when you give up too early in a program or in a process. So you want to see results immediately. It doesn't work like that. You always have to allow time to happen and do its thing for you to see the results that you want to see. So giving up early is a mistake because you stop yourself from seeing results every single time that you give up. Venturing into something new, starting something new, a new life, a new project, a new job, a new career or something. When you give up early, you do not give yourself the chance or the opportunity to see the results and the effort manifest to results. You don't give yourself the time to see all of that. Number 3 is thinking that we have so much time, and this is almost sounding contrary to what I said in the first point, but it is not. So doing this again is closely related to the first one, and I'll explain. So when you're thinking that you have enough time, that's why you'll be giving up on all of the things that you are trying to do now. When you think that you have enough time, you think that you're able to start 5 projects in 5 years, give up on each of these projects and start again because you think that there is time for you to still do that. And in thinking that you have time is also wasting time because you have these thoughts, you're thinking this, that you have time to do whatever it is that you need to do. So in thinking that you still have time, you're thinking that you still have the chance and the time to live the big boy life and be not serious, to be unserious with life, to live life to live life flimsily. I hope that's a word. When you're thinking that you have time, you're living life just like that. You're always living life like it is all fun. You're not actually doing any serious work. You're not doing any serious planning for the future. You're not doing any serious living towards having a great life. You are just always living life on the edge because you feel like you still have time to be a big boy or a big girl, to still lazy around, to still have fun and play. And all of these, I'm hoping that you're able to balance all I'm saying, because as much as you should have time to play and you should have time to have fun and all of that, there is also the place of accepting the responsibility that you are living life not just to always be at the edge, but you're living life to fulfill purpose. You're living life that has purpose, and you have to fulfill purpose before you leave. So in thinking that you have time is not for you to waste the time, but to use it meticulously. Use time right. Use it the best way that you can. Appreciate that gift that is called time, because nobody knows what is going to happen tomorrow. Number 4, basing your actions on other people's opinions. Doing things because of what other people say. Man is selfish and man doesn't care. When I say man is selfish, I'm not talking about gender, but I'm talking about humans. We do things depending on how it works for us. And we first care about us before we are caring about other people. So that means that if you are not doing something because of what other people are going to say, if you are not doing something because of what you think other people are going to have to say on it, they are going to do what they want to do when it comes to them, not caring what you have to say on it at all. So when you keep waiting for it, when you live your life based on other people's opinions, you're living your life based on what they want. You're living your life for them, and they are not living their life for you. They are doing things that they want to do for themselves. So you need to stop basing your life actions on other people's opinions, because your opinions does not matter to them. So why is their own opinion having such a strong hold on the things that you want to do or the things that you don't want to do? And of course, there are going to be people that what they say is important. What they say matters. It counts in your life decisions. But those people will be stakeholders in your life. Those people are people that are important, and you know for sure that they are interested in your growth and in your progress. You're not just living life based on what culture will say, what will people say, what will people think, and all of that. No, you're doing things and living your life the way you want to, because it is what you feel is right for you and is in accordance with God's will for you. There is always the place of God's will in everything that we do. If people's opinions on what you want to do counters with God's will or what God is saying about it, then let their opinions go. Stop living life based on what people think or what people want to say. They are going to talk about you today. Tomorrow they are going to find somebody else to talk about. So it is definitely a huge mistake to be living life based on what they think. The last mistake I'm going to talk about is cutting people off. I know we live in cancel culture. We want to cancel everybody and cut everybody off. But before you cancel people, before you cut people off, I always say it is very important to have conversations with them. Conversations would save relationships that should not have been destroyed. Some friendships have been broken, some relationships have been broken because of lack of communication. You just assume something and then you just cancel the person or you just cut the person off. Communication goes a long way. So before you cancel somebody, communicate with the person. Friends are very important in life. Man is not supposed to live in isolation. God made Eve because Adam was alone. So man is always going to need people around. We are always going to need friends around. We are always going to need family around, and we are always going to have these people. And as a characteristics of man, we would hurt each other. We would cause pain. We will do things that we don't want to do to other people and be disappointed in ourselves actually. But knowing this also helps you to put in perspective how to handle your relationships. So not all relationships need to be cancelled. Not all people need to be cancelled. Not all people need to be cut off. And in saying this, I'm also going to say that there are definitely people that need to be cancelled and there are definitely people that need to be cut off. But there is always the role of communication. You give people the opportunity to explain what they were thinking. Give people the opportunity to explain what was going on in their mind, the assumption. Let them hear the assumption that you had on what they said and let them tell you if it was right or not before you cancel and cut people off. And I'm not ignoring the fact that there are friendships and relationships that would not need communication. You just know that this one needs to end and this is just done and over with. But I'm saying that we should learn to not just cancel people because they've made one mistake or cut people off because you have assumed that what they said is what they said, even if they say that's not what they said. Not everybody needs to be cut off. Not everybody needs to be cancelled. And you wouldn't know this if you have not communicated. I'm going to do a video on communication before the year runs out. But my point in this point is that as much as there would be people that you can cut off and cancel, not everybody needs to be cancelled and cut off. Not everybody's offense gets to the point of being cancelled and cut off. But if you're doing this, do it for you. If you feel like you don't want to have anything to do with that person or that group of friends again, then please let them go. But if you feel like it can be worked on, then please work on it. Not every day cancel, cut. If we keep doing that, very soon nobody will have any friends again. Anyway, so those are 5 mistakes that we are making, and I feel like not just millennials are making, but different people, Gen Zs are making, the older generations are making. A lot of people are making these mistakes, and I'm going to recap these mistakes so that we can know them for sure and stop making them. So the first one is trying to have life all figured out. We cannot have it all figured out. You have to start and then it becomes clearer as you are moving on. Number 2 is giving up too quickly. Number 3 is thinking that you still have so much time and so you are just wasting it around by lazing around. Number 4 is basing your decisions on other people's opinions. And number 5 is cutting people off and canceling people. So these are 5 mistakes that you can stop making today so that you live the best life that you can and grow to your best version. Thank you so much for watching this video with me. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comment section if there is any mistake that you think we are making and we should stop making. Share with me in the comment section so that we can learn from you as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Have a beautiful week and I will see you in the next one. Till next time, bye.